Da 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 da. Nickelodeon.
Okay, I wasn't really a Nick kid, but
What the fuck?
I was a Disney kid. Nick was a little raunchy and racy. They were like making out. iCarly was like, see, that's why you are the way you are.
Yes.
And I am the way that I am.
And who are you?
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Welcome to another episode of Don't Jump Podcast. I'm Sam.
And I'm Simone.
And we really hope that you don't jump today. And if it helps, we'd love to share some workplace stories with you. I don't really have a theme for today's episode.
Ooh, balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall, random pick of the litter. I literally just opened up Reddit and scrolled through a lot of popular subreddits until I found posts that were related to work.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah. This first one is coming in hot. Should feel probably pretty topical. I hate this word. When I hear this word, this acronym, I want to throw up. It's about AI.
You know how I feel about AI. Why
how-
would you do this to me?
And-
If there's nobody who hates AI more than I.
I believe you.
I fucking hate it. I mean, I think it's incredibly unethical.
Mm-hmm.
I think CEOs want to push this narrative that AI is inevitable when really because they're going to benefit from, not paying us.
Mm-hmm.
They're pushing it so that the little robots can like do it and drain all of our resources and water. And yeah, I just don't see how this ends well when nobody has a white collar job. What are we going to do for money? Who's going to buy the product that you're pushing AI to produce?
They won't need to sell a product anymore because they'll have all the wealth and they can pay us to suck their toes.
You think?
That's where it feels like it's heading. Okay, so this first one comes from our anti-work user. Being a woman is work. Fucking preach, bro. Fucking preach. User Being a Woman is work says, AI has absolutely ruined my life. I work as a middle manager in a marketing agency. When AI adoption was being encouraged, we were told to use it to improve productivity, offload the non-creative work, and put the increased free time to better use. Today, I'm completely burned out because I'm working 12 to 15 hours every day. My work has increased by at least 5 times. Whenever I push back, citing lack of bandwidth, which I've done twice, I am told...
They say use AI. Lean on AI resources. Have you tried ChatGPT? Claude might know how to do that. Suck my ass.
Have you heard...
Suck it!
Have you heard this story before, Simone?
No, I live this life.
Oh,
Okay.
Familiar, huh?
Yeah.
Whenever I push back, citing lack of bandwidth, I am told how it should be manageable since we have AI. When I ask for additional resources, they say, why do we need another hire when we have AI? Whenever I ask them for a little more time, I get the same reply. Fuck you, man. AI output is still shit if there's no one sitting around revising each prompt and improving the output. Everything they publish or write in all sorts of communication seems so devoid of life, personality, creativity, like a soulless bot wrote it. Not surprising because a soulless bot did write it. I haven't slept in ages, I haven't read a single book for months, and I'm at my wit's end wondering what can I do. I hate the world of mediocrity and mass production that we've stepped into.
Absolutely. Preach, sister. Preach. It is soulless.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word.
Mm-hmm.
We're morphing into this robotic class that I feel like we need to... I'm not participating, okay? I can't.
Yep.
The evil part of that story is, yes, AI is still in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very baby, very new, very trainable. And so they're using us right now to train it on how to take our jobs. And I'm like, what can we do to like not do that and slow this process down? What can we do to be like, no, fuck you, man, but for real, I'm not doing this.
Not do it.
Yeah. And then hypothetically, when your performance review comes back, they're going to say, you're not adopting the AI tools in the way that we would have hoped.
Is that hypothetical,
It's
Simone?
hypothetical, bro. Fuck AI.
User Lipstick Bruises says, so many of us are trapped in this AI efficiency nightmare where the efficiency just means more work piled on.
Yeah, I do feel eventually AI will be a well-oiled running machine, but right now there's just too much legwork that they're forcing us to shell out, and very rarely is it ever actually helpful for us. Like, ChatGPT specifically, you can train an agent. You can train. That's what they're called, right? Like, maybe it's not agent, but it's like
it is. I just hate it.
Or it's called like GPT, like or something like that. Like you can basically like an ongoing active tab where you can train that tab to do a certain task. But you know how long it takes to train it to do that task. Where I'm like, I could have just already done the task because it's never really complicated enough that I even needed this. But now I have to do it because on our one-on-ones, you're going to ask me, how did I implement AI this week? And so I'm making shit up that I don't need.
But don't actually do it because then they're winning.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe that's the secret. We say we're using it, but we just don't. And we just say, yeah, it takes a long time, even with AI. Like, fuck.
I know. Unless this hypothetical company has weekly AI brainstorms where you have to show your work, i.e. show
what a waste of fucking time. Sorry to cut you off. What a waste of fucking time.
Dude.
We're having an AI meeting to talk about how we're using AI.
Yeah. Across teams.
That's why you're doing layoffs, because you're wasting fucking labor hours on stupid shit.
And then they say it's not mandatory, but it is. It's not mandatory, but then when you don't go, your boss lacks you, and then you have to say, sorry, my Wi-Fi is out. And so now you make a mental note that you're never allowed to say your Wi-Fi is out again.
Say AI knocked your Wi-Fi. Say you were AIing so much that your Wi-Fi went out.
I like that.
Yeah, it was a good one, huh? To round this one out, someone else, username rounding_error, says, an old anonymous quote, but still applicable. A computer makes it possible to do in half an hour tasks which were completely unnecessary to do before.
Mic drop.
Hello.
I would drop this mic, but I'm scared.
We're not.
Yeah.
This is a low budget production.
Yeah. Dude. Period.
Yeah.
Sums it up so well.
It does. This next one takes us in kind of the opposite direction. I personally wanted to reach through the screen and grab this person by the neck and whisper something in their ear. So if you feel the name, you can grab me by the neck. But yeah, I like that. In our work from home, user affectionate ad 828 says, no work to do today as I work from home. I have a hybrid schedule and today I'm working from home. I'm bored. Nothing came in for me to process. Is it normal for office jobs to have times like this? I have only been with this job for 3 months, and before this I was a teacher and was never without something to do. I prayed for boredom. By the way, I messaged my boss to see if she had anything to give me, and all her ideas and progress are on hold, which is out of my control as we are waiting on things from outside the U.S.
So what do you want me to do for you, babe? Pick up a book, brew yourself a nice cup of tea, coffee, read the trades. I don't know if you want to feel productive, but...
do a LinkedIn course, do a YouTube course, do a Coursera course.
What's the problem? I'm like, what's the issue, sister girl?
She's bored. She, he, they are bored.
What's the form? Like advice?
Or work from home. Just.
See, my brain is this like beautiful fairy tale garden where I can always entertain myself. I'm never bored. Like if you're bored, that, my friends, is a personal failure because you can unboard yourself.
Yep. Someone even says, user haunting_selection16. This is common, but before the work from home boom, you were just supposed to sit at your desk and pretend you were busy. And that's exactly what I did before work from home. Like when I was in office 5 days a week.
How'd you do it? How'd you pretend to be busy? I
didn't. I sat there on my phone on Instagram. Or like I went for a walk. I went and got coffee. I bought my lunch. I had a really long lunch. Like
I think I would go disturb coworkers that I liked and gossip for hours.
Go sit next to someone's desk.
This is not a problem.
It's not a problem. Now you're at home, and instead of bothering other people's work or literally doing nothing, you can do the dishes.
Go take a nap.
Laundry. Take a nap.
Go take a nap.
Rest is resistance if you're a black woman.
If you're a white man, go to fucking work.
Yeah. Okay. Venmo me at Samantha Forte. Okay.
Every month is Black History Month.
Hello. Thank you. Click. User familiar fan 3603 says, my work is feast or famine. I no longer feel bad on slow days since I'm expected to be all hands on deck when it gets randomly busy. Today I took a leisurely walk through the park to a print shop and then had lunch and coffee where I worked on my presentation for German class, then went to the gym and grocery store on my walk home. If work had picked up, I would have gone home sooner, but it didn't, and I enjoyed my day.
I feel bad recounting this story, but I know she doesn't listen to this podcast, so it's fine. But I have a friend who was in this habitual state of boredom at work, and I would say read the trades, do something that would make you feel LinkedIn course, something like you mentioned. I said, do not tell your boss that you're bored. She tells her boss that she's bored. They figure out together, they brainstorm this essentially a weekly busy work project of rounding up things that are happening in the industry. You put it in an email, you blast it company wide. It's a smaller company.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now you're complaining that, I don't really know what to pull. And I do it like when there are things to pull. So like she's not even actually building out the weekly newsletter. She's doing it when she feels good and ready. So I'm like, why did you do this in the first? Why did you now set this imaginary goalpost that you're not even hitting? You think that makes you look better? It doesn't. You could have just read a book, read a couple of scripts.
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe I'm coming off a little bit too harsh because it's Reddit, and maybe Reddit is just this like constant stream of consciousness, but that is a stupid question.
I agree, and I also think it's a stupid question because no matter what type of person you are at work, it's a dumb question. If you're someone like me who loves a free moment, no calls for the next 45 minutes, I'm going to clear my email. And then if I finish doing that and I still don't have anything to do, I didn't find anywhere to do my email, I'm going to put my feet up and I'm going to sit there for a moment and let my brain just reset. I'm going to give my brain some peace and quiet.
I know what I'm going to do.
What?
I love working from home.
You got a DJ?
I am teaching myself how to DJ.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
But then if you're on the other side of the spectrum where you're like, I want to be working all the time. Okay. If you want to be working all the time, if you want to be Miss Boss Bitch, Mr. Boss Man, men can't be bosses. But if you want to be the number one person at work and climb the ladder, that time where you don't have active projects to do is time where you can get involved in ERGs. You can set a one-on-one with leadership. Like, hey, I have a one-on-one with my manager already. I want a one-on-one with my manager's manager to talk to them, talk about goals. Like there is an endless list of things that you can do to not necessarily find more work, but to fill the empty time at work in a way that is like conducive to your journey at your job.
Absolutely. I think you summed it up perfectly in saying it's a stupid question, even outside of the conversation about work.
Yeah.
The only grace I'm going to give this person is that they're saying this is their first white collar profession. So fine, you might be figuring that out because I guess like kids are always going to be asking you for something as a teacher.
I know I was.
I guess, yeah. But like, kick up your feet. Welcome to corporate. Figure out how to steal time.
Yep, fair. This next one is also from our work from home, and it kind of goes in the opposite direction. It's less about work from home affecting them in their job and more about work from home affecting them outside of their job.
Ooh.
User Temporary Honey 8571 says, does anyone else have zero friends because your entire life is work from home?
No.
Okay, thank you, Simone.
Yeah, that's not my problem.
They go on to say, been working remotely for 3 years and just realized the only person I talk to are my coworkers on Slack and my mom when she calls to check if I'm alive. I don't think I've had an in-person conversation with a friend in like 6 months. Before remote work, I at least had the forced socialization of an office, water cooler small talk, grabbing lunch with people, happy hours I didn't really want to go to but went anyway. Now my entire day is laptop on couch, meetings from bedroom, maybe go to the grocery store if I'm feeling adventurous. My partner also works from home in a different room, so we're just two isolated people living parallel lives in the same apartment. We barely even talk during the day because we're both on calls or focused. I want to make friends, but I also work like 50 hours a week, and by the time I'm done, I have zero energy to go out or be social. Weekends, I just want to decompress and not talk to anyone. I've become a complete hermit, and I don't even know how it happened. How do people who work from home maintain friendships or make new ones? I feel like I need friends who also work from home and get that you can't just leave for a 2-hour lunch or meet up after work because you're exhausted, but I don't know where those people are.
That's such a wholesome question. And I've heard people like this exist. Like, I heard that there are people who actually don't do well in a work from home environment because it becomes all encompassing. Their entire life becomes their job. Never, that literally will never be me.
Couldn't relate.
Yeah, so that's fascinating to me because I just can't grasp somebody choosing to do an in-office thing because they might be forced to do a happy hour every other week. Like, force yourself to do the happy hour every week. I also think I'm incredibly different from this person because they're saying they live with their partner. I'm knocking on that door. I don't care if there's a door of separation. I'm gonna go attack you, make you lunch. Like, I think we need to reevaluate our connections with people at large versus like how to fit in friends through my job. Like, how do you fit in a life?
I agree.
Like, it's a bigger question. And force yourself. Find the will.
I think it goes back to setting boundaries at work, because if you're literally staring at your screen focused from sun up till sundown, that's a problem. I have days where I have 10, 11 meetings and I'm in back to back to backs from 9 to 5 and I can't really get up. I still have time to kiss my partner on the cheek, have breakfast together, and then after I finish the workday, let's go for a walk together, see the sun, have dinner. Like,
absolutely. And it sounds like maybe I'm making a huge assumption here, but it's not sounding like these are meetings. It's sounding like this person is working on massive projects that are self-led, because he's saying they're not really speaking to people much. It's project-based work.
Yep.
That's even crazier to me, because if I'm on a meeting, it maybe doesn't look nice to go camera off so that I can go hug my boyfriend, but if I'm working on an Excel sheet, girl, I'm closing this laptop. You're not about to cyberbully me. I'm gonna close the laptop.
Yep.
I'm gonna go say, hi, babe.
Yep.
You want a turkey and cheese sandwich? Like, I don't get this. I do not get it.
I don't understand it either. And the commenters are they're much nicer than we are.
We're nice.
We are nice.
We're just confused.
They relate more, I suppose. One person says that they have a ClassPass membership, so I'll go check out some fitness classes, which is totally fair. I personally don't talk to anyone at my workout classes ever, so maybe for other people, fitness classes are a good way to see people and interact, but like...
See people, sure. I see you.
Yeah.
And then I'm leaving. Yeah, what do we have to talk about?
Yep. User Saxon 2010 says, I've been working from home for 7 years. Shout out you, Saxon. Hell yeah.
No, but Saxon's about to fucking complain about it.
No. Saxon says, I've been working from home for 7 years. As soon as I clock out at 5, I'm off to the gym, pool league, co-ed soccer, or volunteer somewhere. My advice is to find a hobby to get you out of the house. Good luck.
Yeah, just like the other story. Like, you need to find the will yourself. What is this? Get a dog.
Get
a cat.
Go for a walk.
Volunteer.
One of my neighbors isn't very nice to me, in my personal opinion. I've gotten various feedback from people that I just need to say hi to them, but
it's so sad because you would think you would be friends.
You would think,
yeah.
But all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Anyways,
yeah.
I get negative energy from them, but sometimes when they're out walking their dog, because I'm always out on a walk, I'm an active bitch. I see them interacting with other dog walkers, and like the way dog people like interact with each other, it's like.
Yeah, they're insufferable.
Well, like getting a dog is a great way to like have a little interaction,
It is true. I know a straight man or two who literally got a dog just to bait women into speaking to them.
I bet it worked.
Of course, because dogs are perfect, beautiful angels. You should write her, get a dog, go to a dog park, touch some grass.
Maybe later.
Okay.
But overall, I feel like it is a muscle that you just have to work.
Right.
It's just a muscle. So I'm gonna change the energy a bit here. User hot_lab4411 says, am I the asshole for speaking to my overweight assistant about her business lunch and making her cry? I told you it's not funny, and you're fucking laughing. I told you it's not funny.
It's a little funny.
At the beginning of the year, I hired an assistant. We'll call her Amy. That's pointed. Do you get that reference?
Fat Amy.
Yeah. That's okay.
That's not nice. This person's a bitch.
Fuck this person.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, I hired an assistant. We'll call her Amy. Amy is great at what she does, and I have already given her a raise because I felt she was underpaid for what she was doing. I'm working on several large deals, so I gave Amy the lead on one of them. She did an excellent job. I set up a lunch appointment with that client on Friday. I told him I would be bringing Amy, as she has been instrumental in their account. He did not have a problem with this. Amy was professional, knowledgeable, and did an overall good job. The client and I were both impressed, with the exception of one thing.
What did she order?
The client and I... How did you know?
I mean, okay. Yeah.
The client and I both ordered burgers and fries. Amy ordered a steak, well done, mashed potatoes, steamed veggies, and a side of soup.
She'll have a salad. Perhaps not.
The client and I finished about the same time. It was another 15 minutes before Amy finished. Then the waitress came around and asked if we wanted dessert. The client and I both said no. Amy ordered cheesecake and coffee.
Okay.
I realized that I hadn't spoken to Amy about client lunches before, so after the meeting, I explained to her that it is best to follow the client's lead. If they order simple food, we order simple food. If they decline dessert, we decline dessert. If we want something afterwards, we can pick it up later. Amy did not take this well. At first, she offered to pay me back. I told her it was not a money issue. I have no problem buying her lunch, but to keep in mind it's about business. I told her I usually order wraps or burgers because they are not too messy, like spaghetti, and I can take small bites in case I'm asked a question. I can also match the client's eating speed, so there is no awkward waiting on either side. Then she started crying, saying it's because she's fat. Her words, not mine. I again told her it was about strategy. I thought she had great potential and I wanted to help guide her. I then told her about some of my past faux pas. For example, ordering spaghetti and getting it all over my shirt, or once I ordered first and ordered a cheeseburger when the client was vegetarian and highly disgusted at me for ordering the cheeseburger. She was still upset when she left. I feel like an asshole for bringing this to her attention, but my intentions were good. I feel like she has great potential. The meal did not concern me as much as how she took instruction. Now I'm wondering if others think I'm wrong for bringing it up at all.
Okay, my initial take is she's not wrong, and I think that's helpful advice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have... I don't think it's because she's fat that she did that. I can already tell that she either grew up in a household where they just ordered food for the table, and for me, I always knew you get the cheapest thing, you match at the polite thing.
Yeah.
But if she's never been burdened with that, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna get whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna... I get that, but corporate is a muscle, and I think that's very, very fair. I get her being highly sensitive, considering. Yeah. But it would have been worse to not tell her, and then every client meeting, she was ordering the lobster, the steak, the mashed potatoes, the fries, the cheesecake. The cheesecake thing is crazy. That's crazy.
And to me, ordering dessert when everyone else declined...
You're sick.
Yes, there's like a corporate muscle to be exercised and learned there, but there's also kind of just reading the room.
That's why I'm saying she was raised in a family where you can get anything off the menu. Like, yeah, it's whatever. Or like extreme scarcity where it's like she's also an assistant and she's not going to get food. So you have to like, da-da-da-da. That's one thing if it's a buffet type of situation. But it sounded really intimate. It did. You're sticking out like a sore thumb.
What's crazy is I don't think I ordered anything to drink other than water at a restaurant until I graduated college because I wasn't allowed to growing up.
Yeah, that's my point.
And I don't think I ever ordered dessert at a restaurant until like 2022, 23. I'm able to pinpoint it because it was like someone I was dating at the time was a big sweets person. And so I was like, wait, you can get dessert at restaurants?
That's so interesting. I get it. It's growing out of your own trauma. And I think she's just going to have to grow out of the situation that she's accustomed to reflect her new corporate journey. To OP's concern, I kind of share that concern because someone who can't take instruction or like immediately is offended by something that was constructive that concerns me. But again, I'll give the benefit of the doubt that maybe it's just an incredibly sensitive topic that it's a one-off reaction, that if you criticize the way she, I don't know, speaks to a client, she'd be like, yeah, okay, got it. But if you criticize her ordering style, she's like, okay, I was bullied on the playground and they called me Fat Amy, and here I am.
You're spot on.
At work doing it again. So
the people commenting on the post pretty much agree with all your points. One person, Jenny Cola, says, I don't think this is fair. I think Amy is just a person who made a faux pas and is very embarrassed. She's probably aware of her size and is sensitive about it. When she realized she made an error by essentially eating too much, it triggered her insecurity and she reacted poorly. I would give Amy some grace and hope she moves on and learns from this.
Yes.
Another person said, there's no way you can get someone who is determined to misunderstand you to understand you. You didn't comment on her weight, and her theatrics speak to her and whatever she's dealing with internally. Professionally, could be a huge red flag for Amy. I know it's hard to hear, especially given the crying and all that, but you are not the asshole.
She's not the asshole.
Yeah, I agree with that. I will say, when I was allowed to start ordering stuff and put it on a corporate card / reimburse it If I'm by myself, I do go crazy.
Yes.
If I'm by myself, I get sometimes I used to like not eat all day because, you know, when they're like, oh, you can have $20 for breakfast, $30 for lunch, $50 dinner. I will just not eat breakfast and lunch and I will fucking ball out on dinner.
I love that. That's the way you do it. Key phrase, you're by yourself.
By myself,
You're not with your boss and a client. But she's just highly sensitive to this. I actually had a friendship breakdown over somebody's insecurities in a similar sense where I said, I'm not friends with any ugly bitches. And they took that as, oh, she's calling me ugly, that's why we're not.
That's not what you said.
That's not what I said. But you think you're ugly, so that's a personal attack.
Yeah.
So everything will be a personal attack when you're
looking for it.
Yeah.
And the best thing about this is I really appreciate the way OP, she said it like 10 times. She was like, Amy has potential.
I love Amy. Amy's great.
She is trying to champion the fuck out of Amy, and that's what we should all want in our early managers. Yeah. Like, I can't harp on enough how many like food faux pas I have also had.
Ooh, give me one.
Just in general, I'm a slow eater. Like, when I say slow eater, I mean,
are you?
Yeah. Compared to most of the people I'm close with, compared to my best friend, compared to my partner, they will finish their meal in about 15 to 20 minutes. I could eat the exact same thing they're eating, and it will take me 45 minutes to an hour.
But what if it gets cold, Sam?
I keep eating it until I'm full.
Like, but you leave it on the and then you go back to it.
No, I just I keep eating. Like, I'm eating for 45 minutes to an hour straight.
Yeah, that's too long.
I know. And that's why I hate eating with clients. I had to eat with clients the other week, and I was every time the client raised the fork to her mouth, I was
You're trying to match it.
I'm trying to match it. But like that's something that like I didn't know at first, and I used to be sitting at a table with 4 colleagues and 2 clients, and everyone would be done eating, and I wasn't ordering anything crazy, but I was still eating, and I would just keep eating until it clicked one day of like, I need to just fucking stop eating when they're all done eating.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Or I was gonna say take it to go box, but that's also
tacky.
Bad. That's tacky.
I hate that's tacky because food is scarce and money is scarce, and why
tacky.
can't I get a fucking to go box? That's all the stories I have for you. Do you have a favorite or a most hated or a favorite?
Ooh, I tie my least favorites. Those 2 dumb bitches asking me dumb questions like I don't know how to make friends. Yep. That's not nice.
But I agree.
And the other one who's like, I'm bored. Girl, read a book.
Read a book about your job. Learn a language for your job.
Hello. And then say, I learned a language for this job. Promote me.
Yep.
Like, let's use some critical thinking skills.
That'll look good as fuck on your resume.
But common sense is not so common.
So yeah, good stories, Samantha.
Thank you. And thank you guys for listening. This has been another episode of Don't Jump Podcast, the podcast where we talk about how much working sucks. I'm Sam.
And I'm Simone.
Don't jump.
Goodbye.